Welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Matt.
And I am Karen. Today we are looking at part 1 of our article, and it's called The Courage to Dislike. Okay, the courage to dislike.
You know what? That title just reminds me. Have you met the new guy? The new guy in the office?
The new guy in the office?
Oliver.
Oh, yes, I have.
Yeah.
I haven't really spoken to him, but he seemed like a nice guy. Why? What happened?
No, he's nice. He's fine. He just sometimes he makes fun of me a bit. He said my sweater looks stupid today, and but I just tried to smile and say thanks.
Really? But if he said something that made you feel a little bit uncomfortable, why didn't you just tell him? I mean, let him know that you're not really okay with him making fun of your vest or your outfits.
Well, I'm sure he means well. I think sometimes when people are being mean, maybe I just haven't been nice enough to them to let them know how great of a guy I am so they can start being nicer to me.
Oh, like kill them with kindness.
That's right, yeah, just keep being nice, and even when they push you or make fun of you, they'll eventually learn that you're a cool guy.
Really? You think so? Well, I really hope that's the case, But if he really doesn't stop, I really think that you should kind of stand up and then, stand up and then tell him that it's not okay.
No, we should like everyone. I like everyone in the office because we're all friends, we all work together, and I'm a cool guy.
Well, okay, that's a very nice thing to say. I hope everything works out though, okay? But don't forget, you have a right to stand up for yourself.
All right. Well, I guess we'll learn a little about standing up for yourself in today's article, The Courage to Dislike.
We meet all kinds of people in our lives. Some seem cool and friendly, but others don't seem that way. Since we don't really know them, we try to get along with them. As time passes, we realize we dislike some of those people.
Hello, everyone. Today we are looking at part 1 of our article called The Courage to Dislike.
That's right. When you say the courage, also means that you are brave enough to do something, right? Like you're not afraid to do it. And to dislike, what does it mean? That is a verb. Dislike means not liking something or someone, feeling they are unpleasant or yucky, like when you dislike broccoli or a mean person. An example sentence would be, I dislike spiders because they are creepy. That means I do not like spiders.
Well, you shouldn't, maybe you should try and like the spiders.
I don't want to like spiders.
They can help you to kill other insects in your home.
You're right. A lot of people tell me that, but I just can't, I don't know, I just don't like spiders. Okay, let's get into our article today. We meet all kinds of people in our lives. And that is definitely true. Every single day when you go to school, when you go to work, you go to meet, and every time is different, right? Maybe you go to the convenience store and then you will meet the clerk. You go to school, you meet your teachers and your friends. And when we come to work, we meet our colleagues as well.
That's right. Continuing with our article, some seem cool and friendly. But others don't seem that way.
That's right. I would say that we both seem pretty cool and friendly, right? Yeah, but other people, I don't know.
That's right. Like that, that new guy.
The Oliver guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's true because every time we see different people or meet or interact with different people, you might see somebody who's really nice and somebody who, you get along with. But others may not seem that way. You might see somebody a little bit mean or maybe a little bit rude or maybe they don't want to be friends. I don't know.
That's right. So, you should be friends with all of them and like them.
Is it possible?
Maybe. Anyway, let's go to Tina.
Hello, I'm Tina. 今天我们来聊聊讨厌人的勇气哦。人生中我们会遇到各式各样的人，有些人看起来很酷、很友善，但有些人并非如此。 课文标题里的单字 dislike 动词就表示不喜欢。I dislike eating vegetables, but I know they are healthy. 我不喜欢吃蔬菜，但我知道它们很健康。接着我们回到课文当中。
Thank you, Tina. And now we are back. Okay, let's go back to our article. Since we don't really know them, we try to get along with them. And I think that is the right attitude. If you don't know somebody, you don't want to judge them right away and say, hey, I don't think I like this person. I think the right attitude is try to get along with them first. Try to get to know them. What kind of person, that you're dealing with. And maybe they are nice. They may seem mean on the outside, but you never know, right?
That's right. They might be cool and friendly once you get to know them. So you got to give them a little time. As time passes, we realize we dislike some of those people. Okay, so as time passes, here we have a verb which is to pass. And in this case, when we use it with time passing, we mean time has elapsed, time has moved on, events have happened. So for example, time has passed since I was a baby. Or I could say many years have passed since I was a baby.
Not that many. Not that many. Okay, but then you said that sometimes we dislike those people because I think it's a little bit hard to like everyone. I mean, we try to be nice to everyone, but sometimes there are some people or some qualities in some people that you may dislike or maybe you may not like.
That's right. But yeah, as I said, as time passes, you can decide if you like or dislike those people.
Exactly. Okay, let's go over to Tina first and we will be right back.
课文中提到了，因为我们不是真正的了解这些人，所以会试着跟他们好好相处。随着时间过去，我们会发现自己并不喜欢其中的某些人。我们来看看单字pass 动词表示时间流逝。Time passed quickly during the weekend. 周末期间时间流逝得很快。文法的部分刚刚提到了 get along with somebody。和某人和睦相处，这是一个固定用法。举例来说 ，My sister gets along well with all her classmates。我姐姐和她所有的同学相处得很好。接着我们回到课文当中。
Thank you, Tina. And now we are back. Okay, so from our article so far, we learned that, every day we will meet different people. It depends on where you go to school or where you go to work, but we meet all sorts of people every single day. Sometimes we will meet people that we really like, people who are really friendly, but other times we might meet some people that are not so friendly, we may not get along with, right?
That's right, and maybe you can decide whether you like or dislike those people, but always be nice to everyone.
You are right. I think that is definitely the right attitude. Okay, well, how about let's go to the second part of our article and we will be right back.
They may be mean to others, too gossipy, or just really selfish. That goes against our values. We may feel bad about disliking those people, so we try to keep the relationship going. However, that isn't always the right action to take.
Welcome back. Before the break, we were talking about how you can meet many different kinds of people throughout your life, and some might be cool and friendly, and some might not be. And over time, you might decide if you like them all, or maybe you might even dislike some people.
That's right. Okay, let's continue with our article. They may be mean to others. When you say somebody might be mean to other people, basically they're just not nice. and too gossipy or just really selfish. So when you say somebody is too gossipy, somebody who likes to, talk about or like to gossip, it means that they like to talk about other people behind their backs and they say, oh yeah, do you know that person is not very nice to that person, or this person did that to that person, or that person is dating another person. You like to gossip, like talk about other people with your friends. That would be too gossipy. Or just really selfish. So what does it mean when I say selfish? So that's an adjective. Selfish means caring only about yourself and not thinking about other people's needs or feelings, like keeping all the cookies instead of sharing. An example sentence would be, it was selfish of him to eat all the cake and not leave any for his sister. And we don't really feel good around the people who are very selfish, right?
That's right. Continuing with the article, that goes against our values. So this word against means that something is in opposition to something else. It's counteracting the other thing. It's going in the opposite direction of the other thing sometimes. So in this case, it means that it does not go with how we feel about things. It's different from how we think about things. We also use this for sports. When there are sports games, you can have Team A is playing against Team B.
That's right. And when we're talking about people who are a little bit too gossipy, people who are selfish, it kind of goes against our values. So what does it mean when I say value? That's a noun, so it just means beliefs, like what you think is right and important in life, like kindness or hard work. Like people who are being kind, that's a good thing, right? And people who are being nice, that's a good thing. That's our value. An example sentence would be, sharing toys is a good value because it makes everyone feel happy. Because sharing is caring, well, most of the time.
That's right. Okay, let's see what Tina has to say.
这些我们不喜欢的人，可能待人刻薄、爱讲闲话，或是非常自私。那样的行为和我们的价值观相违背。那课文里提到的这个单字 selfish 形容词就是形容自私的。It is not selfish to say no when you are tired. 当你累的时候，说不并不自私。Against 介系词，违反。Running in the hallway is against school rules. 在走廊上跑步违反学校规定。Hallway 指的就是走廊。Value 名词，价值观。Honesty is an important value in my family. 诚实是我家庭中一个很重要的价值观。文法的部分刚刚提到了 maybe 加上形容词，可能是怎么样。May 是助动词，表示或许可能，后面要接原形动词。我们来看看这两个例句。The weather may be cold tomorrow, so bring a jacket. 明天天气可能会很冷，所以带一件夹克吧。They may visit us tomorrow. 他们明天可能会来拜访我们。接着我们回到课文当中。
Thank you, Tina. And now we are back. Let's continue with our article. We may feel bad about disliking those people, so we try to keep the relationship going. And you're right, because like you mentioned before, we should be nice to everyone. We should try to be everyone's friend. Yeah. But when we meet people who are not so friendly, a little bit mean, a little bit selfish, that goes against our values. So sometimes we don't really want to be their friends, but we still try to be nice and keep the relationship going. Right? Most of us, I think, would try to do the same.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing to do because maybe, people might seem mean or unkind, but maybe that's not really what they meant to be doing. Maybe they have different intentions and you should give them a chance. But, how long should you give them a chance for, I guess?
Yeah, you're right.
All right, continuing with the article. However, that isn't always the right action to take. So trying to be friendly all the time to people who you don't like maybe isn't the right action.
So even when they're being mean to you or they're being very selfish, so maybe we shouldn't be nice to them back?
Maybe you should be mean and selfish to them too.
What would be the right action to take then? That's something to think about, right?
That's right. All right, let's see what Tina has to say.
我们可能会因为讨厌那些人而感到内疚，所以试着继续维持关系，但是那未必是正确的做法哦。这里有一个文法重点 ，the right action to take， 该采取的正确行为。Right 指的是正确的、适当的。To take 用来修饰 action 行为、动作。举例来说 ，Telling the truth is the right action to take。说实话是正确的做法。接着我们回到课文当中。
Thank you, Tina. And now we are back. Okay, so from our article so far, we know that, we meet different kinds of people every single day. Some are very nice, but some can be mean, gossipy, or selfish. And some of us try to maintain the relationship, try to keep the relationship going, even if we meet someone who is not very nice and not very friendly. But is that the right action to take? What do you think?
Well, I think we'll have to wait until next time to find out. So I hope you liked today's episode and you want to keep this relationship going because we'll see you.
Well, very nice though. We're
That's
very
right.
nice and cool.
So we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.
See you guys next time. Bye-bye.
We meet all kinds of people in our lives. Some seem cool and friendly, but others don't seem that way. Since we don't really know them, we try to get along with them. As time passes, we realize we dislike some of those people. They may be mean to others, too gossipy, or just really selfish. That goes against our values. We may feel bad about disliking those people, so we try to keep the relationship going. However, that isn't always the right action to take.
我们来复习一下这一课的重点单字跟文法。单字的部分 dislike 动词不喜欢 pass 动词时间流逝 selfish 形容词自私的 against 介系词违反 value 名词价值观。文法的部分 get along with somebody 和某人和睦相处 Do you get along with your neighbor now?你现在和邻居相处得愉快吗 ？Maybe 加上形容词，可能是。The answer may be wrong, so check again. 答案可能错了，所以请再检查一次。Sue may come to the party later tonight. Sue 今天晚上晚一点可能会来派对。The right action to take 该采取的正确行为。Helping the poor was the right action to take. 帮助贫困人家是正确的做法。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
As time passes, many buildings become worn down from years of use. Restoration means returning something to its original condition, and today's location has undergone such a transformation. It's the Taichung Cultural and Creative Industries Park. The Taichung Cultural and Creative Industries Park is a showcase for Taiwan's art, design, and architecture. The large park used to be a wine factory, but reopened in 2009 after many years of restoration. It now hosts a variety of activities, including art exhibitions, design competitions, and even cosplay events. You can see many different architectural styles in the park, from traditional Japanese wooden houses to modern concrete buildings. It's a place where creativity and culture come together. There's so much to see and do at the Taichung Cultural and Creative Industries Park, where you can admire the crossroads of creativity and culture.